Welcome, family. Welcome on a new day coming in on this new beautiful day that Yah and Yeshua have made, giving praise unto them. On today, I'm going to speak on purification. Um, I'm going to speak about purification through this life journey of this new path life journey, coming out of this dark side. But first of all, I'm going to introduce myself for those of you who is new to this channel and just tuning in. My name is Deborah Williams, and I just come into this channel, coming to this platform to share and give a little light and help those who's struggling with coming from a dark place, a dark side, to give wisdom, to give light, and try to direct your path into the direction of that new journey or that new life path that you're trying to develop within yourself. Just being able to share my thoughts and my testimonies on how I overcame and healed my new journey from the dark side. So I'm going to go on with my message by speaking about purification, because purification is one main issue going through a new journey and coming from a dark side that you must understand. Because when you coming from a dark side, it's important that we be able to cleanse within when it comes to our mind, our body, and our soul, in order to move into this journey with clear understanding and a higher level of letting and allow Jah, which God, direct us into this new journey of life, the life that finds our purpose of who we really are and where we really come from. Find our true identity of who we are and where we come from. And I want to speak on finding your identity, but YouTube is going to be kind of hard for me to speak on finding your identity. Um, I'm going to try to see if I could like sums it up piece by piece when it comes to learning the identity of where you come from, where you really come from the beginning up to who you really are now. But I just made I'm trying to see if I can narrow it down on Facebook. If not, I'm just gonna keep doing my healing messages um, from the standpoint of the view of healing from that dark side. And you may have to join me on Facebook to really get the full understanding of finding your identity of knowing who you really are, where you really come from. So I really may have to take that to the next level on Facebook. So let's get into our message. I thought I'd bring that to your attention. Um, I'm going to talk about purification when it comes to this new journey and this new path within your life. How you have to understand that your energy is everything. And the reason why I speak on energy so much, because you have some that don't believe that energy is the key to purification. And I didn't think that at first. But the way we produce our energy is a big key to purification, because without being able to bring in the right energy, you can't get past that level of bringing yourself forward about that dark side. There is things that I had to do within myself to make myself stronger when it came to my energy, when it came to me trying to direct them forces to align in the level of spirit. So when you begin to purify yourself, you're going to have to take the time out with yourself and find some kind of uh, gym, something like that of the other, to really dive deep within yourself. Going to a sauna, getting in the whirlpool, working out, stuff like that, walking, going, using nature is very important to purification. Um, you have to understand that um, when you're cleansing that mind, your body, and your soul, and you trying to move nat- within that natural flow of things, and raise your level of your vibration. It's all about having that sense of finding that sense of understanding, so you could be directed into the right path when you're using that energy. Because remember, your energy from the old is energy of the past of negativity, and you have to bring in that energy now, that now you're growing into that positive stage of this new life path, or this new journey that you developing within yourself. So that's why it's very important that, and it's very important that you know that having a clean body and mindset, this will be able to signal you into your signal your energy on the right path when it comes to uh, who you attract into your life, when it comes to the attractions for yourself. Like when you go around people, and you know, just certain people you used to go around was the negative forces. Now you just flipped your life over through a cycle, and now you're going through, now you're finding positive people to go around. So you have to understand that what you begin to attract is what you want to walk with, and what your negative side of it, what you attract from the negative side of it, you no longer want to walk on that side anymore. You no longer want to be on that dark side. So that's why it's important to understand that attraction is very important when it comes to that energy, when it comes to the purification of your energy, because it aligns you to be able to move in a different direction. It aligns you to move into a different level. So this allows you to move in that same, it'll stop you from moving into that same direction path of that negativity, and brings you into a level of a different direction of a positive. So you want to begin to become positive. Um, so you have to know, when you purifying your mind, you have to know that your thoughts and feelings also is the energy, because you know what you think. You have to know that what we think and what we feeling is very important when it comes to the energy. When it comes to the way you think and the way you feel, you have to know that this is all part of the purification factor too. It's all part of your temple. So you have to know that um, what you put into your temple, what you allow into your temple, when it comes to your thoughts and your the way you thinking and the way you feeling is very important. That's what dwells within us. That's what dwells in us. So this is why it's important to purify your temple, and which is your body, your mind, and your soul. That's the temple. That's the temple within, because our temple belongs to God. So we want to be able to know that by us purifying, changing that cycle of that new path of our journey, this allowed us to be able to dwell in the spirit when it comes to the cleansing of our mind, our body, and our soul. Because now that you have set that path and no longer, you know, walking in that negativity, because when you in negative, when your temple is full of negativity, then that spirit is what you carrying within your energy. But when we in the positive spirit, our positive side, when it comes to our mind, body, and soul, that's what our body is carrying, the positivity. So when it comes to the healing of our soul, this is why we have to be able to change within that cycle of when it comes to that dark side, when it comes to healing that dark side. So that's very important. We have to understand that we're now at a moment in our life where we honoring that cycle, where we honoring that cycle of our body now, where we using our energy within our body, and the energy we're leveling up within that energy within our body, and then our emotions start to elevate things from that dark side. So you, when it comes to, you know, um emotions and um 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 thoughts and the feelings is emotion. You This allows us to be able to elevate the things from the dark side, and so we can grow, so we can be able to walk under the spirit, um, in this new life path. So we could be able to complete the journey in a cycle that is led for us to complete, so we could be within that rhythm within our body, our mind, and our soul. So that's why it's important that purification is a big part when it comes to him, when it comes to this dark side, and it helps us get rid of all these negative thoughts and feelings that we once had within our soul, within us. So, yeah, that's why you have to be able to know that um, you have to step into these levels in that order, in order to make these change, in order to um, go on with this journey and allow yourself to be complete within. See, and know that the purification of our body, mind, and soul. Because, when I was going through it, healing, which the healing process never ends, because we always healing. We always healing within our temple. So it's very important. That's why it's very important, and I always tell my daughter that we can't bring in negative function within our temple. See, some people look at temple as a house. Yeah, temple could be a house. Temple is your surroundings. Temple is within you too. Your temple is within you. And The temple is in your house because you're there. It all makes sense. And once you start to begin to find that identity and find the identity of who you really are and where we really come from, and go back to the beginning of your life itself, uh, to get an understanding when you're going through a spiritual realm, it's very important to note that the temple is part of everything: the house, your body, everything that we convert with is the temple. And I don't really want to get too much into that because that's all part of your identity. The temple is all part of finding that identity within yourself. And like I say, I'm going to speak on that. I'm going to speak on that because I feel that message, when I give it on tomorrow, that message is going to be very important because uh, this is what you have to do in order to really heal within yourself, to really heal everything that um, everything that you touch, smell, see, taste, when it comes to those five senses, and one that people just don't want to open up, and that's opening up your knowledge to understand how to heal and purify yourself within the spirit. People don't want to open that up, and it's very important that you open that up in order to be able to walk in the direction that you really so desire to walk in. Because you know, I'm gonna have to get a little biblical, but in Yah's eyes, Yeshua is our salvation, and our salvation is what lies within us. So, as humans, so I'm gonna leave it as that. But anyway, I want to just say I hope you enjoyed my message. For those of you who enjoyed this message, I want to tell you subscribe, hit that bell, so you can be able to come back and hear more messages from me. You can thumbs me up. If you have a comment below. Um, and I want to tell you, I want to thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in, listening to my messages. And I just want to say, um, God bless you and continue your journey, continue that fight. And I want to say, um, I love you, God bless you, and stay strong.